Have you ever wondered what it is like to be a mixed race actor in the UK? Today I want to talk about my experiences. This is Inside View. I love the way that was like, this is Inside View. I've not added to this playlist for almost a year, and usually I actually just have someone come on and we talk to them about them. But I'm going to talk about myself today. It's something I've not really done on the channel. I'm going to give you my story. You know, people that have subscribed to this channel, that are dedicated to this channel. Thank you very much for starters. It's very lovely to have you here. But I guess just kind of, I've not really ever really talked about myself as an actor that much, mainly because, you know, 2020 happened and not much acting happened. And, you know, 2021 has started and still not much acting happening. God, I want to act so bad. Yo, let's kind of talk about me being a mixed race actor, because there's a lot of positives that come along with it, but there's a lot of negatives that come along with it. And it's really difficult to kind of chart what that path is. Well, I mean, it's not, because I know what it is. I think what's kind of most interesting about it is I can kind of get away with playing a lot of different races, and I have gotten away. I say gotten away, like I've not gone in there being like, like, you know, what's kind of happened is that I've obviously been called to the audition, or maybe my agents put me forward for something, I've been called to the audition, or maybe with some things I was approached by the director who I may have worked with before, and they've asked me to do this. We have online directories. One of them is called Spotlight, that's the main one here in the UK, and another is Mandy. I once got a casting through Mandy where I was literally just contacted by one of the producers. They had been looking for an actor to perform in this corporate film, and it was to play a Middle Eastern role. Not the first time I played Middle Eastern, not the last time I'd played Middle Eastern, but they asked me, like, they, without even audition, it was just like, do you fancy doing this? And yeah, it paid for a corporate gig, it paid well enough. So I did that, and I played a refugee seeker once from Syria in a short film. That was a very fun project with a great director, a nice little short film. I'll be putting in the description a link to my Spotlight page, so you can just check out my Spotlight CV if you want, and my showreel is in there. So if you want to click the link and just watch me as a Middle Eastern refugee, it's just so weird to say. My heritage, what is my heritage? That kind of helps. Here in the UK, when you're ticking your ethnic origin box, mine counts as white and black mixed Caribbean. It's kind of, I don't know, it's not really even Caribbean. My grandparents came from Panama and Venezuela, so technically it's black Latino. That option is never anywhere to tick, so Caribbean is the closest to that. Some of my family are from the Caribbean, so that kind of counts. I've auditioned once or twice for Caribbean roles, but yeah, I've never got them. The one thing that I find with being mixed race is that we kind of get stuck on maybe not being black enough. You know, we never get considered white, for starters. That never happens. I have never ever that has been asked as briefed as, we need a white male for this role. But if there's a casting that says we need a black male for this role, then I will be seen for that, or chances are I will be seen for that. Whereas chances of me being seen for we need a white male won't happen. But half of me is white, like European white. That is half of me. But no, that doesn't matter when it comes to acting. It really doesn't. But I can be seen for Middle Eastern. I've been seen for Latino, which, okay, that's fair. I am technically Latino, but people don't know that. You look at me and I doubt you would think black Latino necessarily, but that is in there. It's also just a side of me and my family and my history that I've never been in touch with. My sisters and I, we discussed it recently, and we were like, wait, so we black Latino? Like, how does that work? I remember reading something recently with Zendaya, and she's actually asked her agent, because she's mixed race as well, and she actually asked her agent to say, look, start putting me forward for white roles as well, because yeah, why not? I guess what's also kind of great about that is that it leaves the space for black people to play the black roles as well, because there's this really big conversation that goes around obviously about colorism and about how, you know, you'll choose a lighter skinned actor because we look nicer for the white people, so is the be all and end all of that. We kind of get stuck in the middle of that as well, and I'm just like, I just want to act. Like, I just find me a nice juicy role. They can be black, they can be mixed race, they can be white. That's kind of all I care about, because that's the three things that I am, so surely I should be able to play anything along that spectrum. But people on both sides don't see you that way, and sometimes you get lumped into just being mixed race. And the issue I have with just being mixed race is that there are so many different kinds of mixed race. Like I said, I'm white and black Caribbean, there's white and black African, there's white and Latino, there's Latino and black, you know, like, it's just, the term mixed race is just not nuanced enough for the differences in the world. I guess that's why we become racially ambiguous and can get lumped into playing things that we probably aren't. Yeah, it's hard because you worry about taking that opportunity and that space away from someone else. Certainly when I was playing the Middle Eastern roles, yeah, I was conscious that I was not Middle Eastern. Of course I was. And also, like, when you're kind of playing a role like that, you kind of need the accent as well. And so I can give a nice basic Middle Eastern accent. I mean, it's very basic. I don't think there's any way of pinpointing it to a country. That's how basic and general it is. And actually, for one of the jobs when I was learning to perfect the Middle Eastern accent a little better, I found a video on YouTube. It was how to cast. Is that what they are? How cast. It sounded great. It sounded okay. But then when I was reading the comments section, there were people who were like from the Middle East, or from specifically the North African Middle Eastern countries, and they were all like, yeah, no, we don't sound like that. Like, we're really good at perfecting our English, that we actually kind of sound American. Like, we pick up on the accent and that's how we then speak English. So yeah, that was kind of really interesting. At the end of the day, I really just want to play a role that race isn't really, it doesn't matter. It's not a focus of the character. It's not a talking point of the character. Actually, okay, look, let's just level with you. My dream role is James Bond or Doctor Who. Like, I would just love to be one of those two guys, because really, for me, I'm just like, what does it matter what they look like? Like, as long as it's James Bond and it's Doctor Who, that's all that matters, particularly with Doctor Who, because that motherfucker's an alien. He could literally just look like an alien, or she could literally just look like an alien, or they could literally just look like an alien. Peace out. Check these cool videos out here. Make sure you subscribe over here, and I'll see you on a future video. Peace. Hakuna MaChatter. That's what I usually say. Peace.